You ready?
Hmm.
This is Blood for the Blood God. This is a demo by Crimson Chains. And supposedly there is 10 different endings that we can choose from, and that'll take us for about 45 minutes, supposedly. But it'll probably end up taking us longer because we always end up discussing stuff. But yeah, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
Then let us start. A strong, deep voice calls for you. What does it call?
Gasp.
That's right, it calls for Mabriel. It's dark and warm. You feel yourself listlessly float along the unseen current.
Mabriel.
Just by the way, if you hear my cat in the background, I'm sorry.
Meow.
You hear a voice calling out to you, deep and commanding. A shiver runs through your spine. Is that what it is? Have you always had it? The voice calls again.
Mabriel. From my blood to From my blood you are born. Let the life which flows through me be given to you. Let the beautiful red take form and become solid. Let it birth a servant who will carry out my will. I
Can you
call you
make
forth once again.
can you make the words? Yeah, you can. They're going very slow. Whoa, that's too fast. Okay. I will. Yeah, okay, there we go. You feel your body rush towards the surface with such force that you gasp, and for the first time, the sweet, piercing air hits your throat. Every time, everything about you is so heavy and clumsy. Like a dying fish, you gasp and flail. The once calm current is abandoned, and you are thrust into what can only be certain madness. It's awful. Who would dare pull you from that comforting darkness? You open your eyes. Hot damn! Look, he's like naked this time. No, this is the
Yeah.
first time we were playing this. Never mind. Shh. Oh yes! Okay, yes, 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 yes. A man stands before you. He's probably the hottest guy you've ever seen. I mean, he's the only guy you've ever seen, but you're still sure he's the hottest. He stands in a pool of red liquid. Blood. Yes, that's right. It's blood. He stands up to his thighs in deep red. His thick. His thick.
Whoa. Hello.
Hello! His 6 eyes stare down at you. Suddenly, you are quite aware of how insignificant you are, how small you are in comparison to this confident and commanding man. Slowly, you bow before him, for that is what his fierceness demands. A smile spreads across his face, blood oozing out from the corners of his mouth. Ahem.
Um,
Hello?
is it delayed? Okay, okay. Hmm. I didn't expect my next emissary to be so, what is the word? Underwhelming. But I suppose you shall have to do. Not everyone can be like Scarf, after all.
He smiles again. Ah, what a lovely smile. Your heart beats just a bit faster. What a strange sensation. The man walks up to you, his movements so fluid and controlled that the blood barely ripples. His fine robes drag through the viscous fluid staining the white a brilliant red.
I am your lord and master, your end and your beginning. I am the blood god.
The blood god. Sounds nifty. You raise your hand a little more, trying to get a better glimpse of his bare chest. Roar.
Listen closely, my servant. I have a task for you.
What is that roar for? I don't understand.
I am.
He has a grim look on his face, with all 6 eyes fixed on you. The weight of it is enormous. You lower your head once more.
I need you to find 3 of my former servants. These traitors fled to another realm, defying my orders and refusing to bring me blood sacrifices. Go, find them, and bring back their blood. This is the task I bequeath to you, Gabriel.
Okay, that seems pretty simple, except for a lot of things. But whatever you say, blood god. Best clarify a few things. It's oh my god, is that us? Oh my god. What is that? Oh. Can I go back? Oh. I don't think I can go back. Oh no. What did I say? Like, I asked a question or something? Mabril asked a question. A smile spreads across the blood god's face. It would maybe be angelic if it wasn't for the sheer malice in his voice.
Kill them. If you are able to end their lives, they will turn back into blood and return to me. They've been separated from me for far too long.
He frowns, observing the blood around his thighs.
My powers have dwindled. I put too much of myself into them. But live and learn. I am correcting the mistake now. You, on the other hand.
He walks forward, runs his fingers carefully across your cheek. Carefully. Leaving a thin trail of blood. Doki doki. And this is totally not like I'm saying it again, but doki doki means that your heart is beating. Yeah.
You are the perfect creation. Strong enough, certainly, to bring them down. But your mind...
The blood god gives your forehead an affectionate flick, laughing softly as he watches the confusion on your face. Can you stop, cat? Can you stop that?
Your mind is not so complicated. You are loyal to me and me alone. The perfect servant.
Yeah, so we're pretty fucking stupid, right?
Yeah, apparently. You should feel honored. It took a great deal of time, effort, and love to put you together, my dear Gabriel.
It feels a little like he's making fun of you, but then again, you were literally born 3 minutes ago. Maybe this is normal. You try to ponder the idea more, but your thoughts slip through your fingers like the red liquid you stand in. It matters not. This is your master after all. Who are you to betray him? Who are you?
Gabriel.
The authority in his voice pulls you from your thoughts. You focus on him once more.
Do you understand your task? Will you carry out my bidding and bring back the blood of those who have forsaken me?
Ooh, so either yes, my master, or no, I cannot.
Yes.
The blood god looks pleased. He smiles at you once more.
Smart child.
He raises his hand and quickly stretches out a complex sign that your eyes can barely follow.
Oh look! That portal.
Oh my god, what is that? The blood that had been so lazily circling suddenly jolts to life. In great streams, it raises above the blood god's head and forms what looks like a swirling portal. The vibrant reds that almost what? The vibrant reds are almost hypnotic. They mix and separate in an endless dance. He's turned back to you now.
This shall take you to the other world. There you will locate my 3 former servants. You shall know when you see them, for the blood within you, my blood, will alert you to their presence. Now, go.
You raise to your feet, wobbling slightly at first, before regaining your footing. What a strange feeling movement is. Lugging this heavy body with you is a constant battle with gravity, but the blood god's orders are absolute. You must go. The blood god stops in front of the swirling blood vortex. He gently takes your face between his hands and leans in close. So close, you can see the 6 pupils of his eyes. What a beautiful shade of red his eyes are. Ah.
Remember now, dearest Mabriel, if you ever betray me, if that thought ever somehow makes it into that empty little head of yours, I will not hesitate to turn you back into blood. Is that clear?
There's a lump in your throat that cannot be swallowed. Instead, you manage to stiffly nod your head.
Stiffly. Good child.
He gives your forehead a quick, almost warm peck. Ah, he kissed me. The next instant, you feel yourself lifted from your feet, and the vortex quickly sucks you into its gaping mouth. For what feels like ages, you tumble through the red beast. Up, down, left, right, clockwise, counterclockwise.
Whoa.
Whoa! Then a little bit to the left again. And finally, with a thud that surely would have cracked a normal human skull, you land to the middle of a darkened street. It appears to be night. The cold moon hangs high in the sky, watching as you, the newest arrival, stumble to your feet. What fateful encounters will you have under this blackened, starry sky? Okay, so we can go to the dump, go home, go to the cafe, or go to the pet store.
Where do you want to go?
I mean, I'm quite curious as to what go home is, because
Yeah.
what is our home? We don't have a home, so I'm curious about that.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go home. Why would you do that? Ah! Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's weird.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh. Should play some elevator music.
Oh, I have to skip. Fuck.
Let's not go home again.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
Go to the dump, go home, go to the cafe, go to the pet store.
Well,
We're not
people
going
tend
home.
to be at cafes.
I mean,
So,
it's nighttime though.
well, are they going to be a pet store?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I vote cafe.
Okay.
Let's go to Starbucks.
You choose to go to the cafe. There's a rumbling in your stomach that you don't understand when you see the place, and you feel going there will satisfy it. Maybe. You walk through the town admiring the stout, colorful buildings that are bright even under pale moonlight. You don't have to go far to get to a small building that has a petite sign labeled cafe in swirly pink letters.
Okay.
With finer print on a small sign are the words, a wide selection of butlers. Oh! I'm so excited! So is this Mabriel speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you sure? Because it doesn't say
That's like
you.
her mind, or like,
Okay.
or just the narrator, I think. So it's just
Okay.
your standard voice. Yeah.
Oh no, it says you have no clue. Okay. What is a butler? You have no clue, but the first part of the word makes you hopeful. But
Hmm.
you walk in through the front door and are forced to stop to a man in a black suit. He holds up a gloved hand to you and then apologizes for the crowd in the cafe. He tells you that there is only one possible seating area for you and you take it. Still not knowing what the hell a butler is or what is served at a cafe. He leads you to a small table that has cute little teapots and a fancy sheet of paper that lists out all kinds of
Exquisite.
exquisite sounding things. Shh. Cinnamon creme cake. Ooh.
Yeah.
Twisted lemon pie and a 3-layered cookie sandwich. You feel your mouth start to water. Hello.
Mm.
Who's doing his voice?
I don't know.
Well, when I first showed you this, he was the guy that you recognized. So you can do
Yeah.
him, and then I'll do the other 2 boys, because I know that there's 4 guys.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Right. Hello, valued
At
customer.
least you remembered the line. A man stands before you, white hair, a startling contrast to his dark skin. His eyes gleam at you innocently, brightly. Wait, you didn't even give him a proper voice!
Mm.
You have to change his voice, because, like, I
Yeah.
never even realized. I was, like, too just into him. His suit is lighter than the others, but still warm, and complements his sparkling features. For some reason, your mouth keeps watering.
Your mouth that
This?
keeps watering.
Shut up. Is this a butler? Hubba hubba.
What? Okay. Voice.
Please give him give him the voice that you gave the elephant.
What, the foreign one?
Yes.
My name is Beelzebub.
Billsy
That one?
babe.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, like Billsybub.
Beelzebub. Beelzebub.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's your line.
It hasn't loaded.
Oh.
You could just call me Bills.
Or babe.
I'll be taking care of you today. If you have any questions on the menu, please don't be afraid to ask me.
He pauses and a shadow falls over his face.
That is also... Oh, no. I shouldn't say.
Oh, okay. You think that his falling silent is suspicious, and because the blood god has sent you on a mission, your curiosity is essential, right? You're doing this for the blood god because he is the most important. You ask Billsy babe
Beelzebub.
what wanted to say.
Oh, it's just... I was working in the kitchens earlier. I made a special dessert.
Ooh.
I was trying to come up with something special for my next guest, but my cooking isn't that great.
You look at his chocolate skin, his pale eyes, and you wonder if his cooking taste is as good as he looks.
Oh my god.
You insist on trying his
Ah, look at our
newest
face.
dish. What?
Look at our face.
Eee, we're so happy. Not for you, for the blood god. Obviously, you just need to get on this guy's good side. But when his eyes sparkle even more and his expression brightens, you can't help but feel your heart thump. Is this? Yes. You can feel that the blood in him is the same as yours. He is one of the men you need to capture for the blood god. Maybe that's why you want to eat him.
Nom nom.
Probably. Beelzebub leaves and returns with a special dessert for his. Okay, that makes me think that it's a semen. Okay, when they do like the little like
Special.
bloody ears
Yes, quotation marks.
for his first guest of the night. You wonder how you can be the first guest. Do others suspect Beelzebub's babies?
Beelzebub.
Of being blood spawn like yourself, or are they intimidated by his stupidly bright and attractive smile? Beelzebub returns with a dessert that makes your eyes go wider.
Da-da-dum.
That's
This is my special white chocolate cheesecake with homemade chocolate caramel.
Ooh. He pauses to look at you and then hides behind the tray he's carrying, his eyes suddenly fearful as you reach to take a bite out of it, out of the majestic glazed thing in front of you. You take a bite, and the taste in your mouth makes your body sore. It's a combination of rough and sweet. Gushy? And gushy. Okay. Gushy. Gushy. I mean, that Gucci is like the designer name.
That's Gucci.
No, okay, didn't understand the sarcasm, but yeah. The white cream is sensational. The chunks
wink.
of white what?
Wink wink.
The chunks of white chocolate and a blessing against your throat. And then you suddenly taste it. Oh my god. Something bitter, harsh. Something that coils in your chest like a snake. Poison. But it can't harm you. Is he trying to poison us? Beelzebub stares at you, eyes wide and full of tears.
It's okay, right?
He asks hopefully. The poison runs through your system and does nothing. You are a creature of blood, the blood god's loyal servant. The poison can't harm you. You stare at Beelzebub, who is on the verge of tears. Did he poison you on purpose? His eyes seem to tell a different story. Oh, accuse him of poisoning you and stab him with your fork.
The last one.
Seductively finish. Okay, yeah, let's seductively finish eating the cake. An idea occurs to you as you watch the rest of the cafe's occupants. Many of them are girls that are batting their eyelashes and giggling at the butlers as they serve them food. Some of the butlers just laugh it off, but others are clearly flushed. Does doing such things weaken them? Maybe you can kill 2 flies with 1 stone. You heft yourself up on the table, plate on your knee, fork poised elegantly in front of you, and then you slowly continue eating the cake, letting your tongue linger purposefully on the silver prongs.
Prong.
You then press your lips together and let your tongue run over the creamy white of the cake settled on your lips. And then you manage what you think is a pretty good smile, and even lazily bat your eyelashes. You are unsure of Beelzebabe's reaction, but you do know that he seems very different. He's staring at you with wide eyes, a severe crimson tinting his cheeks. Ooh! No, I don't. I think he's just blushing. God, Gabe. He is also speaking, but his words are incoherent, and you realize he's stuttering. Oh, see, I was actually just showing how the character is speaking.
Yeah.
Finally, he speaks.
What are you doing?
He squeaks with a nervous laugh. For some reason, you find the blush on his dark face oddly alluring. You glance.
That's cute.
Yeah, he's good. I don't like when he closes his eyes, but like when his eyes are open, I'm like, ooh, you're a cute guy. You glance briefly to the side, noticing one of the butlers taking a woman's hand, so you stand up and take Beelzebabe's hand, looking at him seriously.
Oh, God.
He says. He looks faint and a little too hot. He looks like he might fall over. You steady him and look into his eyes. We're very, like, confident. I guess that's because we're stupid.
Yeah. We were born, like, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. So we're just, like, going for it.
Why not?
I'm just gonna save quickly. For a few minutes, moments even, the two of you stare at each other, and Beelzebabes, I always want to put the S at the end, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. Shut up! Stop meowing! Then he slowly raises his hand and laughs, a little shakily.
Sorry, I'm not very good at that.
His face is still bright red, but it is, well, kind of cute. Cute? Yes, because he's not the same hot damn that the blood god is, clearly.
Anyways, I'm very glad you liked my cake, dear customer. Treasured customer.
Oh. He smiles again, brightly.
No one usually likes my food. I mean, they like it, but then there's that taste that just happens that I can't get rid of.
Oh my god. Because he is like this blood person. He keeps poisoning all the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Poison? He can't get rid of the taste of poison. What kind of man is he? He may be more dangerous than you thought. Was it an accident, or was he testing you? He asks for your name, and you give it. Beelzebabe smiles at you brightly.
Mabriel. That's a beautiful name. A lot better than mine. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anyways, if you stay here, I can get you some drinks and foods on the house. No, I insist. I'll pay. Think of it as a treat.
Oh my god, is he our boyfriend now?
Sugar daddy!
Yes! See, I don't think he looks as cute when his eyes are closed.
I think it's a mouth.
Well, I mean, the mouth wasn't always like that, though, when his eyes were closed. He pauses again as you try to explain your situation, and that you currently have nowhere to leave. To leave?
I think it's live.
A confident expression comes onto his face.
You're just like me. The manager
I think
left
it is supposed to be
upstairs.
live.
Yeah, since there are extra rooms. I'll try asking him for you too. So long as you're willing to work here, anything for a friend. Friend? I hope you don't mind me calling you a friend, Mabriel.
Beelzebabe walks off with a skip in his step, even though he still looks a little dazed. He glances back at you, a little shyly, before disappearing somewhere in the back. You feel a little floaty on the inside, and you're pretty sure it's not the cake. That one tastes poison.
That one taste.
Oh fuck.
Poison.
That one taste, poison, is still on your tongue, giving you mixed feelings. But Billsy Babe looked, well, not very guilty of a crime. He looked innocent, and that gives you some kind of hope. But for what? Aren't you supposed to kill this guy? You sigh out a little as you look at the rest of the white cake. You pick up your fork and munch on some of the chocolate bits, deep in thought. Ooh!
Oh my god.
Conflicted emotions ending.
Look, it's Buildy Babe.
I know. Oh, we did! We actually got an ending! Conflicted emotions ending.
Oh.
Are we ending it here then? Do we end it on an... Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Crimson Change. Change?
Well, that's our first ending then, I guess.